Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever time it is that you're watching this video. So what I've been doing, if you've been watching my other videos, is basically discussing the contents of this book that I wrote, When We Are, A Logical Assessment of Bible Prophecy, the End Times, and the Second Coming of Christ. You can find it on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. You have to order it on the internet. It's not available in stores. Sorry about that. I'm new. I don't have the money to pay publishers to publish my book, so I have to self-publish right now, and maybe a time will come when I'll be able to do that. So what we're looking at today is how the fourth kingdom of Daniel 2 equals the four beasts of Daniel 7. Okay? The fourth kingdom, not all of Daniel 2, just the fourth kingdom. And so you have these legs of iron, those are Rome. We know that. Well, Rome in Daniel 7 is the lion with the wings. The wings being the driving force could possibly be the Senate, as from about Daniel's time, the Roman Republic was run by a Senate. It wasn't until Julius Caesar, around 44 BC, declared himself Dictator Perpetuo, that Rome became an empire run by one man, and that man is Caesar. So you have this lion that's lifted from the earth, it stands on its feet like a man. Actually, its wings are plucked up first. It's lifted from the earth, it stands on its feet like a man, and a man's heart is given to it. The Senate, being the wings that are plucked up, stands on its feet like a man, Caesar. But I'm kind of leaning towards the other thing that happened, because all of those things that happened to the lion happened outside of itself. Something else plucked up its wings, something else lifted it up, something else put a man's heart into it, and something else came into this world. God came into this world, manifest in the flesh of Jesus Christ. And that happened in the Roman Empire. And the common belief system, if that's the driving force of the Roman Empire, the common belief system was that everybody worshipped many gods. Those gods were plucked up, and Christianity became the main mindset religion of the Roman Empire. So Rome would be the legs of iron. Now, there are 2 feet, right? 2 feet and toes of iron and clay. Well, the first foot that we're looking at is Byzantium, the Byzantine Empire, the bear raised on one side. And this bear raised on one side is when Emperor Constantine, moved the capital to Constantinople. And that began what became known as the Byzantine Empire, which flourished into the next millennium, while the Western Empire diminished. So the bear's raised on one side. You have the 3 ribs in this bear's mouth that could possibly represent Italy, which is where Rome was, or is, where the power used to be. Greece, it stretched over Greece, and Turkey, modern Turkey, which was Anatolia at the time. Those 3 nations could be the 3 ribs, or it could possibly be the longer influence of Byzantium as it moved up into Russia. The influence of Byzantium did go up into Russia. They're highly influenced by the Byzantine Empire, so the 3 ribs could be Rome, the first capital, Constantinople, the second one, and Moscow was known as the third Rome after the fall of Constantinople. So this bear raised up on one side is the Byzantine Empire. The second foot of division is Islam. 4-headed leopard, 4 wings. The 4 wings were the Rashidun, the first 4 righteous ones who took Islam all the way across Egypt, all the way up to the Black Sea, and conquered all of Persia in less than 40 years. The Rashidun were only one of 4 heads of this leopard. The second would be the Umayyad dynasty. The Umayyad dynasty took Islam across North Africa, crossed over into Spain, took over Spain, finally stopped by Charles Martel of the Franks. But the Umayyad dynasty was only, the second? Now we're at the third, the Abbasid dynasty. The Abbasid dynasty took Islam into its golden age. And it was finally, after 500 years or so, I believe, overtaken by the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire takes us into the 20th century, which is very close to home, by the way. So this takes us to the toes of the feet. There are 10 toes in Daniel chapter 2, and the 10-horned beast in Daniel chapter 7. And this began in 1492 when Columbus sailed across the ocean, discovered the New World, and so that began European colonization, which is basically this 10-horned beast. European colonization did take over the world. It tread it down, it stamped it in pieces, broke it up. That's exactly what happened. The world was broken up into colonies. And we have the 10 nations. The 10 nations are Spain, Portugal, France, the Dutch, that's the Netherlands, England, Denmark, Denmark, Norway, they were one entity at the time, Sweden, Germany, Belgium, and Italy. That's 10 nations out of this 10-horned beast that actually colonized the whole world. And we're still under Western influence today. So we are, after that time, the last European colony was restored to China. It was Macau, and it was restored by Portugal. 1999, pretty close to home, right? So we're after those days and before the time of this little horn that's about to rise up. And he's going to be the Antichrist. The Bible tells us that. He's going to say bad things about God. He's going to go to war. He's going to hate the saints of the Most High. That's the Christians. Also, the Jews are God's covenant people, so anti-Semitism will be the order of the day. And it seems to be that anti-Christianity and anti-Semitism seem to be on the rise in our times.